Hello, I'm Wes Anderson, formerly known as Rockwell Anderson.
And I'm Mel, formerly known as Mischievous Mel. And for over a decade, Wes and I traveled over 20 states and 2 foreign countries, photographing over 1,300 bands and interviewing over 400 of them.
Our traveling rock and roll life came to an end in late 2019 when Mel and I became born-again Christians, and it changed again dramatically in January 2020 when I was diagnosed with a deadly and currently without a cure cancer called adenoid cystic carcinoma.
Because only God knows when our last day is going to be, Wes and I decided to make every day a new adventure. And that's how the Adventures of Wes and Mel was born. But our adventures aren't just about us. How boring would that be? So we are coming to a locale near you and want to know what makes your town special. Where are we going to eat? What are we going to see? What is it that only the locals know? Show us the hidden gems. We want you to become part of our adventures.
So contact us or follow us at The Adventures of Wes and Mel on any of these platforms, and we hope to see you on our next adventure.
Hey everybody, it's Mel from The Adventures of Wes and Mel, and in this episode we take you to some very unknown places in America.
Sego Canyon, Utah, to be exact. And thank you, by the way, to our sponsors, ourselves, Rockwell Anderson Studio, rockwellanderson.com for all your photo needs, and our longtime sponsors, KFPRentals.com for all your vacation rental needs.
Hey everybody, it's Wes from The Adventures of Wes and Mel, and I'm here in Green River at the Budget Hotel, here with Wayne, and he's going to tell us about what the local hidden gems are in the Green River area. Because everybody knows about Moab, which is just an hour away, and everybody goes to Arches and the Canyonlands, but this area in particular has a lot of cool little features that people skip over. So Wayne, being a local, tell us what's going on.
Well, my name's Wayne. I'm the manager here at Budget Inn, and we got there's a bunch of spots actually. I don't know them all by name, but there's that San Rafael area which nobody goes into is amazing. There's different places to see there in there, and there's Thompson Springs that's full of Indian art, a lot of nice Indian art.
And you heard the man. We're going to Thompson Springs to get to Sego Canyon.
And to be fair, we were the only people in Thompson Springs besides this lovely family in this car.
Oh, they were lovely, weren't they? And they posed so well for us.
Yes, they did. It was like crash test dummies.
Oh, I can't even hum. Jeez. Anyway, Thompson Springs, not exactly a metropolis and not exactly occupied a whole lot. We came across a lot of abandoned buildings, that being one of them. That's the old Thompson Springs Motel. And this would have been a lovely home at one time, probably. But enough of that, the abandoned tour. You'll see more abandoned buildings as we go through the town. As I said, not a metropolis, and not a place that people visit to visit.
Let me put it to you this way. If you're out there, take your own snacks because you are not seeing anything. You just went through the town. There's nothing there. Literally nothing.
There is a gas station, though, with a 7-Eleven. It's a 7-Eleven gas station right as you come into town. The only gas station in town.
And the sign literally says, last stop before nothing.
It's about 60 miles from
everything.
From anything, basically. But this is the road back to Sego Canyon. One way in, one way out. And as you can see, the condition isn't too great, I would say.
Still better than the roads in Illinois. I'm just saying.
Yeah, and the toll, better than the toll roads in Illinois. Sorry if you live in Illinois, but you know the truth. We're not telling anything different.
Also, too, though, on this road, you may have an incident with a wild buffalo, steer, or whatever creature lives out there, because, again, nothing. But there was ranches out there because it is like an Indian. You're literally on the edge of an Indian reservation.
Yes.
So stay on the road. They don't like it when you creep up on their property.
And really, the cool thing about the end of the canyon, once we're coming into, one cool thing, you went from dry with a little bit of rain to snow suddenly. And we're not like climbing uphill or anything. We're just going back to Sego Canyon, where we're going to see 3 millennia of petroglyphs, Native American petroglyphs from BC, a couple hundred years, to AD, about 800 to 900, and then about 1300 AD as well. So 3 millennia of petroglyphs.
But don't worry, we do more than history and weather on these adventures. You're also going to see why we want to thank Toyota for making off-road 4Runners.
Yeah, exactly.
And P.S. they are not sponsoring us, but if they want to, feel free.
And I said to Melissa, okay, on the count of 3, 1, 2, well, wait for it. I only got to 2 before I hit this.
Yeah, he lied to me. I went to go reach for the old shit handle, and he was already going.
And luckily the drive cam didn't have audio because there have been some naughty words. But anyway, we got past the first river and we stopped here. Why?
Well, we looked at the second one, and from far away it didn't look that bad. But the more we looked at it and heard it. So when we say the adventures of Wes and Mel, we're not kidding. Right here, that sound you're hearing is flowing water. This, guys, is what we crossed. Because there's the other half of the road to get to where we are. It was fun. The petroglyphs are beautiful. The waterfalls are beautiful. The sky is, well, getting ready to fall again. But this is the first break in rain and snow we've had in like 3 days. So you know what? I'm going to take the win and enjoy the adventure. And we want you to enjoy your adventures as well. Be sure to tune in to the adventures of Wes and Mel. And we will see you soon.
These petroglyphs here are the reason why we came back. That was a picture from last year. And I could have got a better picture, but there was people in the way most of the time. And unfortunately, I couldn't get it this time. But here are the petroglyphs, some from last year, some from this year. Same petroglyphs. And they're kind of hard to see if you're seeing them on a small screen. But if you go to a bigger screen, you can see them more. That's a little bit more detail. Some of the later, like around 1300 petroglyphs.
So I also want to let you know that the audio that you heard from outside was not me breathing heavy, it was the wind. Here we are, and here's some more petroglyphs. Remember, make every day a new adventure. It is cold out here today, but it is gorgeous. It's like spring and winter all at once. Have a great day.
So, you saw the petroglyphs. You saw us come into the canyon. Now it's time to exit. Will we make it? The river got wider, didn't it?
That happened pretty quick, too. It really widened within like the 10 minutes that we were there, 15, whatever. When I turned around and I looked, I was like, holy shit, we're not getting across that thing again. Plus, I was already scared because I knew what he was going to do. I didn't trust his counting.
But we made it. And there's the result of the front of the 4Runner. It got a little muddy. And thank you for tuning in to the adventures of Wes and Mel. And thanks again to our sponsors, CampyRentals.com, for all your vacation rental needs. And to ourselves, Rockwell Anderson Studio, available at rockwellanderson.com. Thanks for tuning in to this must-see adventure of 3 millennia of Native American petroglyphs.